Sunday, January 8, the Salvation Covenant. The death of Christ on Calvary made salvation possible for every person who has ever lived or who will ever live. Unlike the promise of the seasons, salvation is not unilateral. It is not given to everyone regardless of what they do. The belief that everyone will be saved is called universalism. Instead, Jesus clearly taught that though he died for all humanity, many people traveled a broad way to destruction and eternal death. Matthew 7:13 and 14. What do the following texts have to say about how people receive the gift of salvation in Jesus? 1 John 5:13. Matthew 10:22. John 6:29. 2 Peter 1 verses 10 and 11. Paul understood the bilateral nature of the salvation covenant. Knowing that he was soon to be executed, and in spite of the fact that many of his companions had forsaken him, Paul confidently told his dear friend Timothy that he had upheld his end of the bargain. For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. 2 Timothy 4, verses 6 through 8. Paul says, I am ready because I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Paul, though, was always very clear that salvation is by faith alone, not by the deeds of the law. And so here he is not somehow looking at his works or achievements as earning him merit with God. The crown of righteousness awaiting him is the righteousness of Jesus, which Paul by faith has claimed for himself and has held on to until the end of his life. Though salvation is an unmerited gift, what's the difference between those who accept the gift and those who don't? What does accepting this gift require that we do?